Alright, welcome back everybody. We're going to be doing some Nova Drift today. I got a plan. We're going to figure out what, how we can do it. We're going to start with... Oh, I didn't show up the weapon. We want torrent. So you can see what we're doing here. We reduce our thrust. It has a lot of projectiles, a decent amount of rate of fire. Yeah. Got to get our projectiles up. Oh. Where is temporal slows down the projectiles? You can see how slow it makes them too. It's pretty decent. Especially if we increase the radius of our shield, should be good. Let's get battery. If we can, oh my god, do we want to use another reroll on battery? Wow. This is the one we want. You can see what it does there. Reduces weapon spread, adds projectiles, weapon damage, size, all that stuff. Just a little slower rate of fire. Now we're just going to build up our projectiles. We want a lot of projectiles. So let's get a few more upgrades. Couldn't get one more. Missed out on one before the boss. Now we dodge. Stop shooting so we can get that extra burst of speed because we're slow when we're shooting. What are these things? Little fireflies is what you would call them, sort of. We do have an upgrade, but we're so close to killing it. There we go. Rate of fire. Do we care about rate of fire? I think we do. Focused fire. Is this how we get barrage? We're going to take focused fire. Just kind of brings everything to the front of me. A little bit more focused damage. Velocity does sound decent. Could take it for calibrate too, so we think we're going to take velocity for calibrate. Makes my the volleys shoot a little bit farther. It's not significant, but it's the thought that counts. Burst fire, we need that for barrage. We're taking burst fire. Which is weird that it makes you take burst fire and then it turns it into a not burst fire. Improved targeting. I don't mind a little bit of improved targeting. Let's take shield effect radius. Yeah, let's take shield effect radius. It is very nice for the type of shield we're running, even though we're not focusing on the shield. The earlier we can stop projectiles from reaching us, the better. Gives me a little bit extra time to dodge and prepare. $20 damage per projectile. There we go, we got radiant shields. Now you can see just how large the radius of the shields can get. It's kind of crazy. We want thrusters, so let's grab the thrusters. Kind of limits... Oh, that's gonna hurt. It limits the downside of the barrage. What am I saying? The battery body that we're running. Siege weaponry. And then we just need calibrate. Do we want any of these? Deadly wake. Is it too early to take this? Oh, wow. That sounds crazy. Weaponized shields we want early. Let's grab... Ooh. Between that and calibrate, we need calibrate for saturation fire. I think we take weaponized shields first. This pretty much means if they're in our shield, they take more damage. Which, with our weapon type, they should always be in our shield. There we go, there's barrage. Ooh, you can see just how much damage we take from saturation fire. It builds up pretty quick. We need a little bit of recovery. Fusillade. Any of these have... Yeah, we're gonna take it. The first instance we see recovery modules, we'll take them. I'm just playing it sort of careful because I don't want to kill myself with saturation fire. It builds up so quick. Okay, max hull. We definitely want max hull. I think we'll forego any of these. For now. There we go, there's improved regen. The only downside is we can't take rapid reconstruction, so we'll take regenerative shields. No, we won't. It'll just be improved regen, and then we'll have to figure out what we're doing after that. Probably some fire damage. No, because we want our shield. Omni? Well, we could take the Omni upgrade, whatever that path is. So shield and health share. Since we're holding on to both. Efficiency wouldn't be the worst. I like the sound of Deadly Wake just because we want Blink. But this would be good for the shield, so I think we're gonna do efficiency. The only thing that my shield is useless against is the lasers. They can't really slow down a laser. Snipe, we don't want that. Warpath is okay, but we don't really need it, so we're gonna re-roll. What do we want here? Targeting. I want a little bit of targeting. We might take one more targeting upgrade. I don't think we need to do more than that, though. I don't even know what you would call this build. Yeah, I think we might grab one more. One more upgrade. This just makes it so they almost get pulled to the center. Gemini protocol. So when your shield protects you, damage is divided evenly between your hull and your shields. Do we want that or conversion? I think I'm gonna do Gemini protocol. I haven't done it very much, but it should make it so, yeah, it hurts my shields first. Just instead of my hull, right? Alright, it does it a little bit of both. So it definitely negates some of the damage. Especially if I get regenerative shields, that would actually make regenerative shields better. Dodge that. We don't want that. We don't want any of these, really. Masochism's kind of good. It does... I think we'll take at least one Masochism. That'll reduce the damage of Saturation Fire by 8%. We take a little bit of more enemy damage. But Masochism is really good for a Saturation Fire build. Now we just need Calibrate. I passed out on a few times already. Ouch. Improved shields is not an awful idea. Partially because I don't like any of these other ones. Well, that one dies quick. We definitely are shooting out a lot of projectiles. Oop. That was crazy. Oh my goodness, that is actually crazy how much damage we did to this guy in that short amount of time. Look at his health. Once we're close, he dies. We don't want convergence, even though the extra projectile is good. It's just too much velocity taken away from us. Okay, we don't want this because we don't really care about this because we're not doing much of this. We're not removing our shield. I don't know. We do stack that up quite a bit. We could get corrosion. Is it worth it, or do we do this? I think we do bravado, right? 10%. What's 10% of this? We would get another 10% weapon damage. Is that right? And projectile size. And then, would we get another projectile, or would we have to take a few to get another projectile from this? I think we take it. Maybe? It's either that deadly wing. I think we take it. Bravado. Dang, Gemini Protocol is pretty good. Our shield's breaking less. Our health is doing better. I mean, we do have regen. Be better if I had shield regen, I think. This one's dodging a ton. Annoying to do when it's also laying down projectile mines pretty much with my my shield, slowing them down. Kind of turns all projectiles into mines. Homing strike. We got defiance. This is good. Barrier's also very good. A little bit slower shield, more shields, but it's good for big hits, which is the enemy. So if the enemies hit us, it just does less damage. I think we take that. I think barriers does sound good for enemy damage. So our damage will be consistent small damage, so it won't really work for my weapon. But we accidentally take a hit from an enemy, like a crash, and yeah. I hate these enemies. These are probably my least favorite. They're so quick, they're dodging everything. Obsession. I don't know if we want obsession right now. Magnitude isn't the worst. Like one thing of magnitude's pretty good. Kinetic boost is pretty decent. I do like emergency systems. That does sound pretty good for my build. I think we take a kinetic boost. It's also just global damage, so if we're moving, that's just more damage. Will I get a ton of use out of it? Like, will I get the high-end damage? No, but I mean, it's just bonus damage. Oh. Shield guy. Do like strike missions. Mastery's good. See, we could finally get Deadly Wake. So we can get to Blink. As much as I like Mastery, we'd need Blink. So, and that Thrust will boost the damage of that. That's the global damage. I'm interested to see what we do to the worm boss coming up. Calibrate. All right, we got calibrate. All right. Look at that damage. That was just all saturation fire building up. We're waiting for our shield to come back before I saturation fire a ton again. Wow. That's one of the best I've ever done against that boss. We're able to nuke the orbs. Those orbs are very scary. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, the machine gun build I did not too long ago, that would have been insane with Gemini Protocol. This isn't that what it's called? Yeah, Gemini Protocol. Crazy. I think we yeah, I think we re-roll this. There's Blink, reflective shields. We don't want that. Yeah, we want Blink. Let's get my shield back. When my shield's down, I am not in a safe place. I lose out on a ton of defensive capabilities when my shield's down. Incendiary Strike, we don't want that. We could take the Magnitude finally, now that I don't really care about any of these. Just a little bit of damage increase. What we get from that. There's no real downsides to taking the first projectile damage. Bonus Magnitude's pretty good. We don't want that. I don't think double tap is worth it. Let's do a reroll. There's saturation fire. Oh yeah, this is looking good. We're melting things. We slow them, we debuff them. Ooh, dodge that. And then once they're close enough, we just melt them with bullets. Are these, would you technically count these as bullets? Or would these be considered something else, like tentacles kind of a thing? I definitely become pretty slow. We need that. What even is that under? It's not a celestial lance thing. I don't know if I want any of these. We're gonna do another reroll. Mastery's there. We definitely want mastery. I think it's, yeah, it's this. We want power of reserves. As much as I want mastery, I'm gonna take stabilization so we can get this power of reserves. All of these are really good, so. We move so slowly when we're firing, which could get us killed if we don't get some reduction of that. You'll notice a huge difference. Wait till I get it. If you've never seen the... Okay, look at that damage. Poor Seraph. That is so much damage. This is better than my machine gun build. That's crazy. Building up some damage. Get back, yo. You're making me hurt myself. I guess I could have blinked at him. I think a blink mainly is a defensive. Ooh, Splinter. I don't think Splinter's as... Yeah, because it would reduce our weapon rate of fire. And we're not doing big projectiles, so... I think we're good. Mastery is good. Can never go wrong with some mastery. We need power reserves. It's gonna be a second before we get it too. That is crazy seeing all those projectiles. I did a build before this one, but I forgot to hit record, and it wasn't as good as this one. It was nowhere near as good as this one. I didn't take barrage on it. I didn't do, I don't know, I did a little bit of the shield stuff. Maybe it was a little bit of a luck thing too. Evolutionary niche is not bad. We already took bravado too, so an extra 10% on the body gear powers is not bad. It's not 100% what I want though. We still have a few more upgrades before it starts getting too difficult to get XP to upgrade. Pretty much after the first boss, once things slow down for levels. Which we're coming up on it. Yep. I don't know, sometimes you hit level 40 before this boss. Sometimes after. 40 slows down a ton. It's kind of crazy. But you have to let me know if the video looks better in terms of quality with the settings I changed. Ouch. Oof. That saturation fire really did me in. Ah. Maybe I wait till he splits down the middle. That's when he... Let's dodge this attack. I'm gonna wait till he screen wraps. I can do a lot of damage during that window. So it was a little weaker than I was expecting it to be against this guy, but I think that's just the short range damage nature. Like, swords is close range too, but I mean the damage output you can do on a sword build is just nutty compared to this. And this one takes some ramp up. Oh, there's power reserves. Alright, let me know if you can see a difference. It's crazy the difference when I take this. Look how fast I'm moving. Actually crazy. Regenerative shields. Do we want this? Does it sound good? It gives us more regen. If our shield does break, we get more hull. They regen just fine. We would get reduced hull regen, but it overall is more. Do we care about this? Or do we just get shield cooldown instead? Or we could get Candescence, my bad, and get corrosion. I think we're gonna do that. I'm just not sold on the shield yet. The shield regen. Partially just because we use our hull. If we didn't use our hull and we were trying to protect our hull as much or reduce the shield damage and had Omni Shield up, that makes sense. It's hard to justify it when we're actually burning our health. I mean, we could run into a situation where our health is just hurt and we can't do anything about it. It's regenning too slow, which means we can't fire. We run into some complications with it that I'm just not sure if it's worth nerfing our health regen. It'd be better just to get I mean, if our shield breaks, just get it back quick. Strafe, we don't care about strafe. We could do a strafing strikes build one of these times. It's just weird to do. Absorption. Absorption's pretty good. It doesn't reduce self-damage. I don't think we need to reduce our own damage. I think we just take absorption. It's not a bad one, and I don't think it's worth a reroll when it is still a decent perk to take. We just need candescence. Or corrosion. We took candescence. We need corrosion. Our damage will go quite crazy once we get corrosion. That's the chase upgrade that we're going for right now. Because we're already doing some fire damage, you can tell. 36 fire damage. 200. Oh, that was 200 fire damage. That's pretty good. It's just our projectiles usually kill it before we get too many ticks of fire. That's why we need corrosion. It's mainly going to be... The corrosion's for bosses, not for these little guys. These little guys... Oh my goodness. Dodge the mines that the thing's placing. Ah, come on. Shield cooldown. I think we do a reroll here. I really want corrosion. Juggernaut, streamline. See, is it worth? This rate of fire means we build up slower to our final one. I don't think it's worth Splinter. I just don't think it's worth it. Reflexive shield. There's corrosion. I take Splinter almost every game. It's one of my most consistent perks. It's just... Ooh, that hurt. Alright, we need to regen. We need to regen our shield. Pronto. Dodge all that. Do a little blink action. That's what killed me on my multi-million run too, was that exact wave. Those enemies do hurt. There's a ton of projectiles, and I think they just keep getting increased projectiles because the waves go on. They're just not fun to deal with. We're almost to level 40. And then it's just wave pushing. Okay, we got Purge, which it's not awful, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we take a hypermetabolism. I think we do. With the amount of heal reduction that I'm dealing with, I think we can sacrifice some just so... Excuse me. When my shield breaks, I can actually regen my hull. Because right now, I do not have the regen that I want. We're staying safe. We're staying safe. Oh, it's releasing the thrusters. There we go. We've crippled it. Okay, we got a Seraph on board. Not good, not good. Let's regen. There we go. Now I got some health back. I need to use my blink more. I need to use my blink significantly more. Look at that damage, that's crazy. Ah, okay. What do we want here? Payload? No. Force armor's good. Just trying to take stuff that doesn't 100% affect me too much. Force armor. You can never go wrong with force armor either. I mean, it's just one of those mods that's not bad to take. Pancake man, or pepper a little bit there. Get a little regen going. Had to manage my shields there. They were close to breaking. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, I need to not shoot its shield. That's just... Oops. You can see the corrosion damage though. Look at that. Like 200. Almost 1,000. Yeah, 1,800 there on a corrosion hit. Oh wow, seeing all those projectiles is amazing. The only downside is we have to go in close. I've seen some other builds where they do an architect mine torrent build. I've just done so many architect builds lately, or not architect, but you know, dealing with mines and things. So I tried doing a weapon build this time. Do we want any of these? I don't know if we like that. More projectiles, but I don't think we need them. Incendiary strike is not great, but it's also not a downside. Some of these I'm going, do I want them? This does boost our thrust, so I do think we'll take Warpath. There's not really a downside to Warpath. Just trying to hit, get buffs that don't interfere with stuff we've already taken, so I don't want to reduce our projectiles, reduce the size of them, reduce the way the weapon is right now is pretty good. Oh, that hurt. What was I getting hit by? Dodge that. Oh. Now we gotta deal with two of these. These are never fun to deal with. Oh, we killed that one. Good. The only downside is we need the XP. Let's get a little bit of hits in before he fully closes the weapon in on him. But yeah, I should try and remember that I can hit and then just kind of sit there for a bit if I need to, and it, because that guy died to corrosion. Our corrosion does hit for a lot. If we can sit there and hit for a while, I mean that's good, but we could do that where we spread and then blink out and then go in strafing runs. The only other option is going for antimatter rounds. But I'd have to take payload. Which you can see what payload does. I don't know. Is that the next step? Antimatter rounds? Is it worth it? I think we take it. Let's do it. I think we can sacrifice a little bit of weapon rate of fire. More damage, more damage. Lots of little mini mines. Hopefully y'all enjoying the Grounded episodes that I've been releasing. I love that game. And if you're not interested in them, that's okay. I have some other games I want to bring to the channel too that I enjoy playing. It's just some games I don't want to do recordings for right away. Just because it's different when you're recording a game rather than just playing it because you want to. You play differently. There's a lot of things that go into it. Ouch, stop it. Oh, dodge, 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 dodge. This is a dodge moment. No. Yeah, it was just getting crazy and I couldn't follow up to kind of bandage the situation, you know? There was just so much on the screen that I was... Yeah. Is what it is. Almost a million. 1.4 is still my average, like 1.5 million. I mean, we almost made it to a million. I consider this one a success. I mean, that's the risk you run when you run, let's see, what's the name of that? I think if we would have had antimatter, it would have been good. Saturation fire. When you take saturation fire, that's the risk you run. It's a little bit difficult because you hurt yourself while firing. But either way, hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll think of a name of it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. My name's Chunky Dan. I'll be releasing more episodes in the future. If you want to see those, make sure you subscribe and be able to see those. So, without further ado, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.